coffee break. Today's tidbit.
All right, it's time for our weekdays coffee break. Today's tidbit, and joining us in this studio, Angela. Angela, hello to you.
Hi, SJ.
Angela, how was your weekend?
It was good.
It was good. Did you go to the fan meeting?
What fan?
Wasn't that the fan meeting this week?
What fan? No, it
Day
wasn't.
6 fan meeting?
No, their concert is next week.
I saw some feed. I don't know why random feeds came up and then like it was like a fan meet or something like that.
Fan meeting was last month.
Oh, maybe I'm seeing stuff from last month. What's our tidbit today?
It's related.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, what's the
Okay.
best concert you've ever been to?
The best concert
Yeah.
I've ever been to.
And why?
Oh, man. Probably the Show Me the Money 5 concert.
Oh, wow.
Because it was just good. It was really good. I understand why Toki is paid so much. Simon Dominic, Zion T, BY.
I've never been to a hip-hop concert.
Oh, it's good.
Like, I have seen hip-hop artists on stage. They came to my school for the school festivals, but, like, I've never been to, like, a concert solely for hip-hop.
Or like the Kim Bum-soo concert I went was good, but it was like it was a ballet concert, but it was fun.
Why was it good?
Because he's so funny. And also he's a good singer.
I
He's a very good talker.
Like, it touches you.
No,
Oh, the songs don't touch you?
it tickled me. It was fun.
okay.
The songs were good, but he was a funny guy. I laughed a lot. It was just very entertaining. What about you? You go to so many, it's hard to choose.
My most recent, the fan meeting, it was good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but like, that's the point. Concerts aren't just about music. I like the fan meeting because, like it just felt very refreshing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it was just like a break and, the experience was so nice. And that's the thing about concerts, right? And recently, Psy's legendary Soaking Wet show, or Humpok show in Korean, showed just how powerful concert experiences can be, not just for an individual, but also for an entire city.
Yeah, a couple of weeks ago, I was down in Gwangyo. To go to the aquarium with the whole family. And then we went to eat afterwards. And like, there's all these people wearing blue. I was like, why is everybody wearing blue?
For the Humpok show.
It was the Humpok show,
Yeah.
I realized. And it's legendary.
Yeah. So, like, I actually had a similar experience. I was visiting Daegu, and from my house, you could hear Psy
Oh,
singing.
wow.
Yeah, but like it impacts the city. For instance, in the case of Humpok show on August 20th in Sokcho, Gangwon-do, Psy's Humpok show brought in more than 23,800 people for one night, and out of those, over 21,000 weren't even from Sokcho.
Oh, not surprising.
Yeah, which was 88% of the crowd. Many of them stayed overnight, which meant hotel, restaurants, cafes, everything was packed. And by the end of the day, local spending shot up to about 7.5 billion won. That's 75 billion Korean won, which is roughly 55 million US dollars in just 24 hours.
It surprised her even. She wrote the script. She writes the script and she goes, whoa, 55 million. That's a lot for a single day, Angela.
Yeah, it is. And Sokcho had even prepared for this. They recruited 88 restaurants and cafes to stay open late because the show ends at night and thousands of hungry fans spilling out looking for food. And, that's smart city planning.
Yeah, it really is. So it wasn't just a concert. It's almost like a mini festival boosting the local economy.
That is right. One concert, and this wasn't just a one-off. A month earlier in Uijeongbu, Psy's Humpok show drew 30,000 people and created an estimated 12.9 billion won, about $100 million in economic impact. They called it catching two rabbits because it was both boosting the economy and the cultural image of the city.
So cities are competing now to host these shows.
Yes, because, concerts are no longer just entertainment, they're economic strategy. It's like festivalnomics or concertnomics, as some economists have gone to say.
We got a bunch of people writing their favorite concerts. Best ever. Bruce says Genesis, 1982.
Wow.
Hito, Metallica,
Oh,
1998 concert in
I
Seoul.
am so jealous.
Did anybody go to the Michael Jackson concert in Seoul where the guy went on the crane and Michael Jackson had to hold on to him so he doesn't fall. That was a legendary one. But here's the thing. Psy's show.
Yes.
Very unique.
Yes, so the Humbok show, everyone knows about it. It's been running every summer since 2011, and it's very famous, true to its name, for drenching the audience with water while blasting, hit after hit of Psy song. It's the ultimate summer concert, and people travel from across the country for it. And Psy, for Psy, it's his signature show, the one that represents his whole career. I actually thought you would have gone to it. It seems like your vibe.
I regret not going to it.
You could go next year.
No, I'm too old now. I just can't do concerts now because they're all standing. Well, actually, not all standing. Not all standing.
Yeah.
But I feel like the standing ones are the fun ones.
Yeah, but like this year, the nationwide tour started June 28th in Incheon and ended just yesterday in Gwangju. So yeah, maybe you could go next year.
Psy is, it's so famous. But I feel like there's some other concerts out there that really, really impact the cities.
Yes, definitely. So we've talked about him today in the opening.
Pow, pow.
Yeah.
Pow, pow.
G-Dragon.
The pow.
G-Dragon, his world tour in Korea, which was held earlier this spring, sold out. 65,000 tickets were gone in a flash. And half of the people were actually overseas fans, many from China. And economists estimated his concerts could generate about 400 billion won. That's nearly 300 million US dollars, once you factor in tickets, merchandise, hotels, and travel fees.
Dude, that's so crazy. That is so crazy. $300 million, guys.
It's your turn now. I was like, wow. It was your turn to go, wow.
So this is just all from just the concerts?
Yes. Well, ticket sales alone are expected to hit about 13 billion won. But, the real kicker is, of course, merchandise. For big artists, merchandise can make 2 to 3 times more than ticket sales.
Yangurum says 아저씨s need to go to dinner shows. I'm not at that age yet.
Dinner shows with Nahuna.
Patigim and so this isn't just music. It's a whole economy built around concerts and fandom.
Exactly. And economists even have a name for it now, the fan economy. I actually talked about it a few times. Yeah, or in Korea, people say 팬코노미. It's when fans drive not just ticket sales, but tourism, branding, even entire city economies. Psy's Humbok show, GD's concerts, those are the textbook cases.
I need to have a concert too.
Would you fill a venue?
Probably fill this studio. That's it. But this is bigger than just Korea, though, right?
Yes, right. You might have heard of it, but globally, the best example is Taylor Swift's Eras Tour. In 2023 and 2024, her concerts created so much local spending that economists coined Swiftonomics. Have you heard of it before?
No.
Really?
I don't really follow Taylor Swift.
No, but there's like a whole book about it.
Is there?
Yeah, like it's big, SJ. I mean, hotels, airlines, restaurants, even the Federal Reserve mentioned her tour in its economic reports. It's that big. So you can see that concerts really impact, like city economy, even nation economy.
And does Korea have its own Swiftonomics?
Absolutely.
Okay.
You can guess. The biggest idol.
BTS.
Yes, of course. According to the Korea Culture and Tourism Institute, at their peak, BTS concerts alone generated about 5.5 trillion won, almost 4 billion USD in economic impact per year. That's 0.3% of Korea's GDP, to put it into comparison. Imagine one pop group driving almost 1/3% of an entire country's economy. They're that big.
No, it's pretty crazy. It's mind-blowing.
It is. And, since all 7 members have finished their military service, projections say a reunion world tour could draw 5 million fans and, again, generate billions worldwide. So, a lot of cities are looking forward to that as well.
We gotta give husband award to Junie here. Junie says, my wife's been to the Psy show, leaving myself and the baby home last month, and she came back early because she was so exhausted before the concert ends. Psy is so energetic. He sings for like 5 hours. He
does.
But he also does do this a lot.
He does.
Because everyone else sings to it anyways.
Yeah, everyone knows the lyrics, and everyone will know the lyrics to the next song we're gonna play.
Man, you let your wife go to a Psy concert? I'm not gonna let my wife know about that. Speaking of Psy, of course, the iconic song from 2012. Let's listen to it. This is Psy with Gangnam Style.
Being no Oppan Gangnam Style. Sexy lady. Oppan Gangnam Style. Sexy lady. Oppan Gangnam Style.
That was Psy's Gangnam Style, and if you're wondering why out of nowhere I started dancing, it's because Made It Up wrote to us and said, I will donate 50 pounds to SJ's favorite charity if he does the dance for at least 30 seconds.
He did it.
I did over 30 seconds.
And he's panting right now. The exercise.
I'm going to have to think about my favorite charity now.
Do you have a favorite charity?
Comic Relief.
Charity for Angela?
No. Let me think about that. If you're really going to write up a check and donate money to a charity, I'll think about it and I'll let you know. We're talking about concerts, how it's impacting economy here in South Korea. How are cities responding to all this?
Yeah, so cities know this and respond accordingly, which brings us to the city of Goyang, which I've been visiting quite often these days. I'm visiting again this weekend because they're using concerts as part of their city branding strategy.
So Goyang has been having a lot of concerts,
Yes.
a lot,
Yeah.
and not just K-pop, but other international too.
Yeah.
So let's talk about this.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Goyang has been hosting massive shows at its stadium. GD, Coldplay, Blackpink, Day6, Oasis, Travis Scott. This is all for this year. So, the city has invested in safety, transportation, partnerships with, groups to bring in international artists and, to make Goyangcon its own brand. And it works. Hotels are sold out, restaurants are always packed, and the city is now seen as a kind of cultural hub. If you think of concerts, you immediately think of Goyang.
So it's not just Seoul. I mean, yes, there's big concerts that happen in Seoul, but there are limitations.
Yeah.
Other cities are stepping up now.
Exactly. And, we're watching culture and economy intertwine in real time, so it's actually quite interesting.
I'm curious, though, why are concerts especially so powerful economically compared to other events, though?
Well, I mentioned it early, but because of the fan economy, fans don't just buy tickets, they build entire trips around the concert. And we're talking about foreigners as well. They book hotels, they eat out, they shop, and they usually stay for days, not just on the day of the concert. For example, in Sokcho, 22% of Psy's concert goers stayed more than 24 hours, which turned a one-night concert into a full tourism package.
No, we have our listener, Chris Rhodes, who came to Korea all the way from Leeds. Spent days at a hotel, ate Korean fried chicken every night, and went to 2 concerts.
Exactly.
Bought a bunch of K-pop stuff.
Yeah,
that's
so
money.
It's great tourism.
So spending multiplies.
Exactly. And, add to that merchandise, finds line up for hours to buy, light sticks, shirts, photo cards. And again, in G-Dragon's case, projections say merchandise alone made nearly 300 billion won. So that's not just souvenirs, that's like a parallel economy of its own.
So the crazy thing about all this is that fans even influence whole industries.
Yes, that's the fan economy. Even besides BTS's ARMY, which is the most well-known fandom, a trot singer Lee Myung-woong also makes a lot of impact. His fandom is, a lot more older, but they have more, their economy financially more well off.
Yeah.
And they buy everything he endorses, even cars. So people joke about heronomics in this case because his fans can sell out entire product lines. It has actually happened before.
Gosh. I wonder if there's anything people will buy because I have it, or I wear it, or I eat it, or I drink it. I wonder.
You'd have to ask the listeners.
Diet pills. I don't take any diet pills, ladies and gentlemen, as you can tell. Fans have gone from just consuming to becoming a driving economic force.
Yes, and, they're what we call prosumers, producers and consumers. They don't just buy, they create, they share, and expand the brand's value.
So I guess that also explains why, luxury brands, right?
Yes.
Like Jenny does the C,
Yes.
and then, all these other big name idols, they have, all those luxury brands, right?
Yes.
They brand them through the K-pop
Yeah,
idols.
exactly. You mentioned mentioned, Blackpink's members are, famous for being ambassadors, but that wasn't just fashion. It was also economics. Blinks, which is their fandom, Blackpink's fandom, directly boosted luxury sales worldwide, in fact. So it's all connected, SJ.
It sounds like fandoms. They're like the new stock market almost.
In a way, yeah.
Yeah.
So like Elon Musk tweets, Tesla stock moves, Taylor Swift announces a tour, airline bookings surge, BTS reunites, and Korea's GDP ticks up. It's actually a thing. So it's the same logic. Passion creates spending power.
Before I actually bought stocks of YG right before
In the worst timing.
no Blackpink was supposed to release a new song. And it actually went up. I just, at the time, I was such a rookie, newbie. I didn't know when to sell. And it went up. And then I was like, all right, let's keep going. And it went, you know what they say, sell on the news. By the time the news comes out, it's too late.
Yeah.
Is what it is. So what's the future of fan economy?
It's all about IP expansion, keeping fans engaged across music, games, dramas, virtual experiences. If artists and companies can give fans new ways to connect, the fan economy can be sustainable, and this is what the experts say, but it also needs balance, respecting fans' boundaries and not pushing them too far, or else, they won't spend anymore.
Yeah, makes sense. So concerts aren't just concerts anymore. I mean, they're basically the spark that powers an entire ecosystem.
Exactly, and that's why Psy's show, GD's return, BTS's comeback, and cities like Goyang matter so much to South Korea. Not only South Korea, but internationally as well. They're not just cultural events, they're economic engines.
That's right. Angela, fun stuff here. Enjoy your concert over the weekend. I don't know when I'm going to be going to my next concert, but either way.
Guess why I chose this song?
Because they're like the two of the biggest concerts that happen, right?
Yeah, it happened in Goyang, actually, this concert.
Oh.
They sang this song in Goyang in April.
Very nice. We'll find out what song that is in just a bit. Angela, thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Sending around the studio, this is BTS and Coldplay with My Universe.
Coffee break. Today's tidbit.
All right, it's time for our weekdays coffee break. Today's tidbit, and joining us in the studio, as she always does, Angela. Angela, hello to you.
Hi, SJ.
Angela,
Yes.
how much you got?
Money?
You got money? You carry cash by any chance?
I only like emergency cash.
Oh, you have emergency cash? How much?
Just in case.
What would be like in a situation where you need cash?
Like I lose my wallet.
Huh?
Like,
Don't you have your emergency cash in your wallet?
No, I keep it elsewhere. Like I keep it in,
Socks?
secret places.
Socks?
Secret places.
Socks?
In case I lose my wallet and, I don't have any money on me.
Interesting. Okay. I mean, I can't remember the last time I had to use. That's like always. But then the thing is, nowadays, if you don't have cash, you could also transfer it.
Yeah, but then how would you use that cash?
What do you mean?
Oh, like get it from someone else and then...
No. You could just bank transfer to them.
Oh, but I carry around emergency cash, like in case I lose my wallet and then I have no means of going home. Mm-hmm. How would I get home?
Cash.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's why you need to carry emergency cash with you.
Or change your phone to a Korean one so you could use S-Pay.
Actually, Apple does.
But only for only the H card though.
Yeah,
right?
I have an H card, so.
Okay. I'm just promoting Korean products.
But you don't really carry cash these days, so.
It's true. There is no cash. I have no cash. Can't rob me. And there's no money in the bank neither, so you can't rob that neither. What's today's tidbit?
It's not cash.
Sure.
Do you know what day it is today? It's not Tuesday. Besides being Tuesday.
Is it one of the... It's not one of the 24 solar terms, because we
no.
just did that.
Actually, the archive talked about it today.
It's Dog Day. Is it Dog Day?
It is. It's National Dog Day.
Yes. How did I know?
Because our producer put up a photo before.
Yes. Oh, I love dogs.
Yay.
No, I really love dogs. I really do. Anyways.
Yeah, there are actually a few days that celebrate dogs.
Okay.
Like March 23rd is National Puppy Day. October 1st is Black Dog Day.
That's not nice.
Why?
That's segregation. Why is this separate? Why is this? A separate.
Because black dogs are rare, so you're
Is it?
Yeah, they are more rare.
I had a black dog. Anyways.
Yeah, December 2nd is Mixed Breed
Oh,
Day.
don't get okay.
And today, August 26th, is National Dog Day.
Okay, I did not know you had all these. I've heard of National Puppy Day, by the way. I've heard about
we
that.
did an interview on that day for Korea Now.
We did?
Yeah.
For puppies?
Yeah, for for International Puppy Day on March 23rd, we did for like adopted dogs overseas.
I don't even know how you remember all of this. How did this day get started?
National Dog Day was founded in 2004 by an American animal welfare advocate named Colleen Page. She wanted to raise awareness of the unconditional love dogs give us and at the same time highlight issues like adoption and protecting shelter dogs. The idea is really simple. You know, every dog, whether purebred or mixed, deserves a safe and happy life.
It's true. It is very true. And it's not just about spoiling our pets with treats.
Although I did spoil the dogs, I dog sit today with treats. Yeah, but it's also a reminder of how dogs can contribute to our lives. You know, they're companions, protectors, sometimes therapy animals, and even working dogs that help people with disabilities. All these dogs are important. And of course, they are our best friends.
Did you also know that all dogs, they go to heaven?
Of course they do.
Yes.
Yes.
But here's the thing. Does the day have any special connections to Korea?
Well, Korea has its own very rich dog history, you know, so I believe the day definitely has a lot of meaning. And that's why, you know, to celebrate Dog Day, I thought we could talk about Koreans, you know, special native Korean dog breeds.
Okay.
Yeah, for centuries, people in Korea didn't really breed dogs for specific purposes, you know, except maybe horses for war. It was kind of different from the Western countries. And dogs roamed freely. You know, they played outside during the day, then, you know, came back home for food and guarded the house at night. And, you know, even hunted small animals if food was scarce.
Yeah.
So it was different.
I mean, I told you, when I used to live in Gyeonggi-do, Gwangju, Oppo, there was just like stray dogs.
Yeah.
And it was just like everyone owned this dog almost. We all took care of it randomly, just giving food and stuff like that.
Exactly.
But they weren't carefully bred into breeds.
Yes.
That's an interesting term. Tell us about this.
So, you know, like in the UK, I believe like corgis are specially bred.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the queen you just mentioned her, she was a fan of corgis. But, you know, historically, Koreans didn't talk about breeds. They just actually described dogs by color of look.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like 백구 for white dogs, 황구 for yellow, 바두기 for spotted, or 내눈박이 meaning four eyes for dogs with tan markings above their eyes.
Oh,
Did
is
you
that?
know?
I did not know Padugi was for that, spotted dogs.
Yeah, you didn't?
I just thought it was just a popular name.
No, it's for spotted dogs. So, like my mom.
Black and white.
Yeah. So my mom said she had a dog when there was a dog roaming the neighborhood when she was young, and it was called 두렁이 because it was just yellow.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I didn't know Padugi was. It makes sense now. This stuff you learn. But Korea does have an official native breed today, right?
Yes, exactly. Many existed, but they've either gone extinct or haven't been recognized officially. So only 4 are recognized today as Korean native dog breeds. The 4 are the 진돗개, 진도 dog, the 삽살개, 삽살이, the 풍산개, or the 풍산, and the 동경이. And each has a fascinating story.
Pungsange is native to North Korea, right? So we're
Yes.
talking about like the entire Korean peninsula
yes,
here.
exactly.
Let's start with the most famous one. They're known to be very loyal, very smart,
Yes.
very protective of their owners as well. The Jindo dog, Jindoke.
You just said everything I was going to say. So I prepared a photo. I believe this photo is actually one of the oldest existing photos of a Jindo and their owner.
Wow.
Isn't that cool? Yeah, so as you mentioned, the Jindo is Korea's best-known native dog from Jindo Island in the southwest, and the dog itself is designated as a natural treasure. Not every Jindo counts, however, only those that pass an official inspection in Jindo itself are recorded as Jindo dogs under the National Registry, and as you mentioned, they're known to be extremely, extremely loyal.
Yeah. Again, it's their loyalty is almost legendary. There's like
Yes.
stories,
There
right?
is a famous story. The most famous case was in 1993. A Jindo named 백구 again was sold to a new owner in Daejeon, more than 300 kilometers away from its original owner. And after 7 months, Pekko actually managed to return across mountains and rivers to its original owner on Jindo Island. And that's the story that made the Jindo so famous as the embodiment of loyalty in South Korea.
The crazy thing is I was in New York then, and I remember this story.
You do?
I do remember the story. It was in the news.
I wasn't alive.
Oh,
so
everybody was talking about it. This
Oh,
is how I
wow.
first learned about the Jindoke, and then my dad
Oh.
was telling me how smart they are.
So it was a really famous story.
Yeah, and then he was like, now go, you can walk to school by yourself now.
Because
Dogs can do it, why can't...
your sense of humor must be from your...
my dad.
Yeah.
This is, yeah. But let's talk about how they look. Oh, man! Oh, goodness.
They're so cute. Yeah, so they're medium size and can come in several colors: white, yellow, even black and gray or black and tan. But the image most people know is the white or yellow Jindo. They're athletic, they're strong, and known as incredible hunters as well.
It's a handsome looking
It
dog.
is a handsome dog.
Personally, for me, I like ones that look like 멍충해, like a little bit
Me too.
dumb. The ones that have like
Yeah.
eyes that are a little saggy a
Yeah.
little bit. That's a handsome looking one. I prefer different looking dogs, but beautiful stuff. And not to mention they're internationally recognized too.
Yes. Thanks to efforts in the 2000s, the Jindo was officially recognized by the UK Kennel Club in 2005 and later by the International Canine Federation. So that really cemented its place as Korea's national dog.
All right, and we're going to continue to talk about other breeds that are famous here in Korean. But first, let's take a listen to a song here from Cold featuring Crush, Your Dog Loves You.
너와 걸을 때면 난 내가 사랑하는 걸 느껴 너와 발을 맞출 때 yeah, 이렇게 기분 좋은 걸 향기로운 풍경 일렁이는 물결 I feel like something new 언제 어디든 곁에 있을게 우린 같은 걸 보면서 이렇게 너가 날 안아주면 말을 건네지 않아도 서로를 바라봐 주면서 웃어줘 함께 하는 순간 한 번 더 안아줘 Every day and night 널 처음 만났을 때 우리가 영원할 거란 걸 난 가끔 걱정이 돼 세상이 너와 날 외면할 때 그래 사실 난 겁쟁이야 좀 예민하고 소심할 뿐인데 하지만 괜찮아 넌 유일한 내 편 다시 태어나면 내가 먼저 널 안아줄게 우린 같은 걸 보면서 이렇게 너가 날 안아주면 말을 건네지 않아도 서로를 바라봐 주면서 웃어줘 함께 하는 순간 한 번 더 안아줘 Love every day and
Cold featuring Crush with Your Dog Loves You. Made It Up says, true story, I saved two Akitas once, which had been dumped. They were just about to run into a busy motorway at rush hour, so I managed to grab them, tie them to the barrier with some rope I found. You just tied them and
You
left them there? Could have.
I was like, good for you. And then...
Oh, one of them tried to bite me. Oh, maybe they were aggressive.
I
okay,
see.
I hope you called somebody. Angela and I were talking about dog names. I had two dogs. Well, one dog, the first dog I had was a Great Pyrenees. And sometimes you need to, when you name dogs, you have to, because I named them with like English names. Zeus.
Yes.
What a cool name for a
Cool
big
name.
white dog,
Exactly.
right? And then I take them to the vet and they want a Korean name. Of course, I didn't name him Jeus, which is the Korean name for Zeus.
Zeus.
Juice. Juice. So his name was Juice. He went from Zeus to Juice.
You named a Great Pyrenees Juice.
Yes.
So cute.
And then I had a Boston Terrier named him Zorro. And then Choro.
Another's.
It goes from cool name to like... You gotta name it correctly. We talked about the National Dog Day, native breeds. You mentioned other breeds besides the Jindo.
Yeah, so let's start with the Pungsange or Pungsan dog. If the Jindo is the dog for South Korea, the Pungsan represents the north. This breed comes from the rugged mountains of North Korea, especially Pungsan County in Hamgyong Province. And I prepared, a puppy photo of the Pungsan.
That is, puppies are cute.
Yeah,
And
so-
they look so dumb.
Actually, but actually they're larger than Jindos.
Oh yeah, they're ginormous.
Yeah. If they have thick fur to withstand cold winters, and they're actually famous as hunting dogs. There's even a saying that 3 Pungsan dogs could take down a tiger, though that is probably exaggerated. But you can see it. It's just to express how great hunters they are.
My dad had a couple of dogs in his house, farmhouse over in the countryside, and it was a mix of a Jindo and a Pungsan. And it was a very smart dog, but very aggressive too. Like if they don't know.
Those are grown Pungsan. So here are photos of grown Pungsanges. And, they're more like, they're known for stamina and courage. Though like the Jindo, they can be independent and stubborn. North Korea actually designated the Pungsan as their national dog.
Yep. What other breeds are there? You mentioned the sapsarge.
Yes.
Which I did not know. Sapsari.
Yeah.
So someone I know, I forget who it was. Someone I know, his ID was sapsari. I didn't know it was a dog.
Oh, really? Yeah, but they look completely different. 삽살이, the 삽살개 comes from Gyeongsan near Daegu, my hometown. They're medium sized, but what stands out is their hair, long, shaggy, covers their eyes.
I love these kind of
So
dogs.
cute, right?
I love shaggy dogs.
Yeah. So historically, they were believed to chase away evil spells, earning them the nickname ghost expelling dog.
Oh.
In fact, the name hapsar can be broken down as to sweep away misfortune.
So it's almost like a guardian spirit in dog form.
Exactly. And, they appear in old paintings and folktales going back to the Silla dynasty. But sadly, during the Japanese occupation, many sapsaris were slaughtered for fur.
Ugh.
Yes, and by the mid-20th century, they were nearly extinct. But in the 1960s, professors at Gyeongbuk National University began a rescue effort, gathering about 30 surviving dogs. And thanks to that, the breed survived and was designated a natural monument in 1992.
I was always I always wanted to know the name, the breed of this dog.
Oh, now you know.
I love you have to understand, dogs, I like either big dogs, like stupid looking dogs, or those kind of dogs where you can't even see the eyes.
Yeah.
I love
cute.
it. Oh, they're so cute.
Yeah, I'm glad today's tidbit is really, useful for
A
you.
lot of our listeners love it too.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, how could you say no to dogs? I mean, actually, some people are saying no to dogs here. Last one.
The last one is 동경이. It's one of the lesser known Korean breeds. The 동경이 is from Gyeongju and it's quite unique. It has a bobtail, or it kind of even looks like a tailless dog.
Oh.
Yeah, unlike breeds where the tail is docked, this is actually natural for the 동경이. They look a bit like a smaller 진도, but the missing tail makes them very special. And what is very cute is that they wag their whole bottom when they get excited because they don't have tails. So
Torquing.
yeah, very cute.
So I could imagine people thought they were a little bit strange, right?
Yes, for a long time they were actually dismissed as mutants or mixed dogs, but records go back nearly 2,000 years, and even in ancient tomb murals from the Shilla kingdom, you have
Oh my
동경이s.
goodness.
Yeah.
These look at the do you see the muscles on that?
They are handsome dogs. I've noticed that Korean native breeds are very handsome and big. And I searched why, and it's because they are actually more closer to wolves. I mean, all dogs are closer to wolves, but the Korean native breeds are especially close to wolves.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And so in the case of the 동경이, it was finally recognized in 2012 as Korea's fourth native breed and designated again as a cultural treasure.
So all these dogs basically survived against the odds, right?
Exactly. Koreans once had many local dogs, but war, colonization, modernization wiped most of them out. And today only these four, the 진도, 풍산, 삽살이, and 동경이, are officially recognized, though there are efforts to revive or preserve others, so we'll have to see.
I forget which of the four breeds, but Lee Gun-hee,
Yes.
who was the former chairman of Samsung Electronics, he was a known dog lover. And he put in so much effort to bring back a breed. I forgot which one though, but he was an avid dog lover. What's the big takeaway here for National Dog Day?
Well, dogs, whether international breeds or Korean native breeds, deserve care, respect, and love. And remembering our native dogs is also a good way of remembering Korea's history and resilience. So, today's a good day to give your dog a hug. Or if you don't have one, maybe support a shelter or rescue. Maybe you can, use the 50
pounds.
50 pounds you got yesterday.
Roughly around 38 kilos.
And lastly, adopt dogs, don't buy.
Yes. South Korea's been pushing for more adoption than buying, because puppy mills, come on now, right? All right, Angela, and especially our last song, I think old dogs too.
Yes.
Adopt old dogs. They're just as good.
Yes.
Less active, so they're chill.
Yes.
Good to take care of. Angela, thank you so much for your tidbit today. Have a fantastic rest of your night. We'll see you again tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Sending her out of the studio, let's take a listen to a song here from Channabi with Old Dog, 늙은 개.
Coffee break. Today's tidbit.
All right, it's time for our weekdays coffee break. Today's tidbit, and joining us in the studio, as she always does, Angela. Angela, hello to you.
Good evening, Sebastian Johnson III.
Are you stupid or something?
Are you doing that like YouTuber?
Yeah.
Jamie! You can't say that, Jamie!
What are you stupid or something?
There's like this Korean YouTuber.
I don't mean the Korean YouTuber. There's a Korean YouTuber that
there's
does
like
that?
this Korean personality. I think she's married to an Englishman, and her second persona is this English girl who speaks like that. She's like, Jamie.
I'm Sebastian Johnson III.
Sebastian Johnson III would not have that.
Angela, more like Boris Agdiev the third, probably. What's our tidbit today, Angela?
Our tidbit is perfect for art lovers.
Oh, okay.
You were immediately like, oh, okay.
Did I tell you I failed art in high school?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I don't have good memories of art.
But you also ironically mentioned that you took a whole art history class.
Yeah, Asian art history.
Yeah.
Terrible choice as my elective.
But we're going
anyways.
to dive into all the big exhibitions and, festivals happening related to art across Korea this fall.
So I know that fall, often there's a lot of art festivals and all that stuff. But where do we start, though?
Well, let's begin with the biggest. So the 2025 Korea Art Festival is starting soon. It's happening all throughout September, and it's basically an umbrella for nearly every major art event in the country, like design biennales, photo biennales, craft fairs, even global art markets like Fritz and Kiev Seoul.
I mean, these are big ones, right?
You've heard of them,
No,
right?
I definitely
Yeah.
have. I mean, prior to the show, we had Korea Now. We had an art segment.
Yes.
Right? And was Sonia? Was it Sonia? Was that her name?
Yes, it was her name.
Sonia was telling
You're
me.
the one who actually talked to her.
I know, but my memory is it's terrible. So South Korea is going to have like an art festival month, basically a whole month.
Exactly. And at the center is the National Museum of Modern and Contemporary Art, or MMCA. From September 1st to 10th, all four of its branches, the Seoul, Doksugung, Gwacheon, and Cheongju branch, will be completely free.
Ooh, free.
Yes.
Okay, so people get free admissions to all four branches of the MMCA, right? So that's the National Museum of Modern and Contemporary Art.
Yes.
This is during the art festival. That's big.
It is. And so to, get into the details, the Seoul branch will feature highlights like a huge retrospective of Kim Chang-yeol.
Oh,
You remember him?
DJ DLC.
Known for his iconic water drop paintings.
do know.
You talked about it with
I do
Sonia.
know.
I prepared a photo of his foot. And plus the Artist of the Year exhibition and some cutting-edge collaborations with LG OLED. And I prepared a photo of Kim Chang-yeol's paintings. He
No,
does a lot of,
Yeah, I remember. And also at the, I think it's the 5th floor, or is it our floor? There's like an art print on every floor of
Yes.
Arirang. And then Kim Chang-yeol's, water drop print is in one of the floors. I forget, I think it's 5th floor.
I've seen it. I've seen a painting of his in person.
Oh.
And it's really huge.
Yeah.
The drawings are really huge. You have to see it in person. So if you have the time, go and see it. It's a great opportunity.
Yeah, so we have a lot of special exhibitions.
Yes, and they're making it a real festival because there's so much more. On September 3rd and 4th, there's a late night opening called the MMCA Showcase in collaboration with Kyoto Experimental Arts Festival, which will feature live performances all over the museum. Then on September 4th comes Samcheong Night, a mix of an eco-friendly art market, food trucks, live performances, and, handmade craft booths.
Did you say food trucks?
Yes.
Oh, so it's not just exhibitions. It's food, it's music, shopping. I mean, this is the works.
I'm talking about art, but I have to talk about food to get your attention.
Yes.
Yeah, but and each branch has its own flavor. See what I did?
Yes.
덕수궁 is showing 향수 고향을 그리다, or nostalgia painting the homeland to mark the 80th anniversary of liberation. Gwacheon is running an academic program with international curators. Cheongju is hosting the Art Bank's 20th anniversary exhibition and a show in collaboration with Cheongju Museum of Art called Bunker from Darkness to Light.
So all this ties into the Korea Art Festival brand that you mentioned, because I mean this is like far and wide. It's
Yeah.
not just like Seoul. I mean, it's Cheongju. You talked about Gwacheon, right?
It's nationwide.
Yeah.
And, it's meant to unite all the different events. So just to name a few, Gwangju Design Biennale, Daegu Photo Biennale, the Busan Sea Art Festival, the Seoul Media City Biennale, the Jeonbuk Calligraphy Biennale, the Cheongju Craft Biennale. That's all happening during the month of September.
So I have to say, as uncultured as I am, I remember I think it was maybe 6 years ago, I was doing some voice work for a biennale. And at the time, I had no idea what a biennale was. And so I didn't know how to pronounce it. So I said, come to Seoul, biennial. What does
What did you just say?
I was like, that's the English pronunciation. Biennial.
No, it isn't.
Biennale. What's a biennale?
So in the art world, biennale means it's a large-scale international contemporary art exhibition. The term was actually popularized by the Venice Biennale, which was first held in 1895. And, this is all happening. So, yeah.
The Venice?
No, Venice. If you want to go to Venice, you can go to the Venice Biennale. But you know, yeah.
Okay.
And of course, you know, besides the Biennales, we have the big one. You've heard
Freeze,
of this,
of course,
yes.
and then Kiev, right?
Exactly.
Yes.
So Free Seoul, one of the world's top 3 art fairs, returns September 3rd to 6th at COEX. Over 120 galleries from 30 countries are participating. And, you know, Korean galleries like Kukje and Gallery Hyundai will also show major works. And it's not limited to COEX. The whole city joins in with Frieze Week. There will be late night gallery openings, live performances, and, you know, talks related to artwork. So art fans will really have a lot going on.
So I remember I think Sonia was explaining to me before that since like a few years ago, I think it was the last year, that Freeze and Kiev started working together.
Yes, they are
at the same
working
time.
together.
So like, is this happening at the same time too?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
So Kiev runs September 3rd to 7th, also at COEX at the same time. And it complements Freeze by highlighting both global masters and rising artists. Over 175 galleries are joining from 20 countries. And you'll see big names like Picasso and Hockney, but also fresh experimental work from young Korean and Asian artists. This year's theme is resonance, so it focuses on how art connects across generations and geographies.
Okay, so between Freeze and Kiev, Seoul basically turns into this art capital of Asia.
Yes, and don't forget, museums across the city join in too. The Lium Museum is hosting a solo show. Mura Pacific Museum is showing Mark Bradford. So, you know, basically it's like every corner of Seoul is becoming a gallery.
That's so crazy. And I feel like it's only been like recent that Seoul is becoming #1 a fashion a
Yes.
very fashion city, right? Major fashion events happening, but also art too.
Yes.
But if you're an art fan, where do you even start though?
Well, my advice would be, you know, pick one major event, you know,
Yeah.
say Freeze, and then build your trip around it. You'll stumble into other shows and talks and even concerts along the way. So, you know, think of it more like an art treasure hunt. You know, the whole city, the whole country really is open up for it.
Angela, are you an artist?
Am I an artist?
Yes.
In what sense?
Do you do art?
Uh,
No?
is writing an art?
Yes, it is.
Yes, then
It
I
is
am an
art.
artist.
There you go. You know who else is an artist?
Zico?
Zico with artist. Zico with artist. And Chris Rhodes, we just watched the video.
Yeah, that was the one I was mentioning.
You look stunning.
You look stunning.
Are you joking?
Are you joking, Sebastian?
Are you joking, Angela? So we talked about the 2025 Korea Art Festival.
Accents are not your forte.
Besides the MMCA, Freeze Kiev.
Yes.
What else should we look out for?
Plenty. So for one, Daerim Museum in Seoul is celebrating its 30th anniversary with the first major Korean solo show of Petra Collins.
Are they famous?
Yes. So I prepared a photo of, that's the poster for Petra Collins. She worked with Billie Eilish, Selena Gomez, and K-pop stars like Jennie and New Jeans. And, you know, Petra Collins is known for, you know, dreamy, pastel tone photos, you know, that capture messy teenage emotions. As, you know, you might have caught on from the photos I just showed you. Do you? She's shaped a lot of today's, you know, Gen Z aesthetic that mix Y2K nostalgia and dreamy visuals. And starting on August 29th, her exhibition Fangirl will feature over 500 works from early analog film photos to fashion collaborations and video projects. And it's the first time in the world that such a large-scale Petra Collins retrospective has been staged. So a lot of, you know, people interested in photography are really, you know, looking forward to this one.
So I feel like this is really going to draw a younger crowd,
Yes.
right? What else is happening outside Seoul, though?
Down in Daegu,
Oh.
the Kansong Art Museum is celebrating its 1-year anniversary with a 4-day festival from September 3rd to September 6th.
Okay.
The museum opened last year and quickly became a cultural landmark, you know, not only in Daegu but nationwide. And to mark the milestone, they're offering free admission on the 3rd to all exhibitions, including immersive video shows and something called Kansong's Room, which displays treasures preserved by Kansong Jeonyoungpil. He's a legendary collector all Koreans will be familiar with.
Kansong 간송 전형필.
Yes.
Wow, that's a mouthful. So you saved a lot of important Korean cultural artifacts during the colonial period.
Yes, exactly. And the director of the museum will also give a special lecture on Kansong's legacy. So if you're interested in that, you might want to check it out. The festival also includes performances, a musical showcase on the 3rd, an opera event on the 4th, a children's choir on September 5th, and a big music concert on the 6th. So they're also inviting underprivileged groups like children and seniors to experience the museum, complete with free transportation and even art activity kits. And, I think this is great that they're trying to make art accessible to, all people. Yeah, so I'm also thinking of visiting if I can.
Good point, because I think for Koreans for like the longest time, they think of art, you have to be rich.
Ah, no.
It's like, you got the, what is it, the monocle, what is that silly glasses with the stick that they always... they got glasses and then they're always like this and they're oh no, that's in the theater, right?
Yeah.
But anyways,
binoculars?
Yes, but then they're like, how much do you think this is? Do you think this will run me about $1 million?
Is that Sebastian III?
Sebastian, get me my check. Like it's for rich people. We thought but it's accessible for everybody. And this is wonderful because art is reaching out to the community.
Yes, and that's really the spirit of the whole Korea Art Festival, making art more accessible, from free museum days to discounts on Biennale tickets. They want to encourage people not to think of art as intimidating, not something only Sebastian III can access, but as something you can experience casually, like, a concert, a cafe visit, like music. Yeah.
If you had to, because I know you go to, exhibitions and things like that. If you had to recommend just one or two.
So if you're in Seoul, don't miss Petra Collins.
Oh.
I think I will go there with my friend.
Okay.
Yeah, and of course Freeze and Kia for the global art scene. It's, it really is the buzz of the town. And if you're outside the capital, Daegu Kansong Museum's anniversary festival is a once-a-year treat, so don't miss that. But of course, as I mentioned, the Biennales are happening everywhere, all over the nation. So check out the website of the, Korea Art Festival.
All right, there you have it. Angela, thank you very much for entertaining my uncultured self and informing me about these wonderful art festivals. Have a safe rest of the night. We'll see you again tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
And sending her out of the studio, we talked about Petra Collins working with, New Jeans working with Petra Collins. Here's a song from New Jeans with Ditto.
Coffee break. Today's tidbit.
All right, it's time for our weekdays coffee break. Today's tidbit, and joining us in the studio, Angela. Angela, hello to you.
Hi, SJ.
Angela,
Yes.
what are we going to talk about today?
No.
No. Do you drink soju? Oh no, you don't drink soju.
I don't like soju. If I drink soju, it's always with somek.
That's right. I remember you saying that. Even the fruity ones?
I don't drink the fruity ones at all.
That's
I
right.
don't like the fruity ones.
That's right.
Because, one, they give you a terrible headache.
Really bad headache.
Yeah.
Like bad hangover. I'm notorious for that.
I learned that when I was 20, so no, I'm not drinking that. And also, I just don't like the taste of soju so much.
Soju is, I think it's an acquired taste. I used to not like soju. It's interesting. In my 20s, I didn't like it. And then once I was 28, 29, approaching my 30s, it started tasting sweet. And that's when I knew I became an ajay.
I understand that soju can taste sweet. I always thought that soju tasted sweet, but I just don't like, yeah.
No, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. But again, it's just... Sometimes when you're out drinking with your friend and when you say it tastes sweet, 오늘 달다.
Yeah.
Then you have to be careful.
Yeah, because that's the day when you're gonna really start drinking. We might talk about soju today.
Oh, we might? Okay.
It might come up. It's not important though.
Okay.
Do you have any dietary restrictions?
No.
Yeah, I knew that. Sorry. I usually, whenever I ask SJ questions, the script says SJ reply.
Yeah.
But here I wrote not really because I knew you'd say no. Yeah, I know the answer before asking to this one as
Sure.
well, but humor me. Would you ever consider going vegan?
No.
No, yeah.
I went vegetarian once though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for about half a year.
Why?
I don't know.
Health reasons?
No, it wasn't. I was in college and a buddy of mine went vegetarian for like several years.
Yeah.
And I was like, let me try that. And, I did. I had next, luckily I had the Middle Eastern restaurant near where I worked. And then there was a lot of, good salads and stuff like that. So it worked. And then I saw a Subway sandwich for meatball sub. And it ruined me. And that was it. I just ran over there. I was like, give my foot long. But no, what about yourself?
I wasn't vegan, but I did go vegetarian for health reasons.
Okay.
Like I ate white meat.
Okay.
And eggs.
Okay.
Yeah, but because going vegan would mean giving up steaks, 삼겹살, 곱창.
Oh, another thing that's good with soju.
That's why I thought soju would come up. 곱창 is great with soju. So 곱창 is like intestines. Doesn't sound great when you say that, but it's
so
really great. But here's something unexpected. One of the hottest things online these days is vegan 곱창. Can you imagine?
I mean, okay, so the thing is, the reason why it doesn't sound off is because they're literally making vegan everything.
Yeah.
Vegan chicken, like it's just imitation.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why. But vegan 곱창, I can't imagine it being vegan because you know why? Because there's so much grease that needs to come out from the 곱창.
So it sounds like a joke, but it's actually real. People can make it with rice paper and soybean pulp or 콩비지. And on social media and YouTube, the recipe is actually blowing up.
I've seen this.
You have?
I have seen this.
Wow.
It just came up in a feed. But if you eat intestines, there's
곱.
It's called 곱.
Yeah.
But it tastes, the texture is like bean curds.
Yeah, it is.
Almost. Not as good.
It's greasy bean curd.
Yeah, it's greasy good. But yeah, okay, I've seen this. I've seen this.
Well, as you mentioned, the amazing part is 곱창 is famous for its 곱, but when you press down on the vegan 곱창, the filling also oozes out like real 곱창. And if you wrap it in perla leaf with 된장, and people who've tasted it say it's shockingly convincing.
I don't know. I mean,
you're not convinced.
I'm not convinced. I'm not. So this is something that people can make at home. Isn't it so that? But isn't it something like? It's not something that can be sold at the markets. You have to actually make it.
Yeah, you have to make it at home. You don't know. Maybe it will be sold at the mart later. But I wanted to share it. Maybe it's actually quite simple to make. You take about 300 grams of 콩비지 or soybean pulp, simmer it with just salt and pepper until it thickens. Then squeeze it into a piping bag, and then soak 3 sheets of rice paper. Stack them and place the filling inside, then roll it up. Then you fry it with olive oil. You deep fry it, and the rice paper turns this reddish brown, grilled 곱창, with the chewy outside, creamy inside, and there you have vegan 곱창. After seeing the video,
no, it looks like 곱창.
Yeah, I thought...
Not 100%, but it doesn't.
I think I might want to try this.
I don't think it'll taste bad.
Yeah.
I think it'll taste good.
It just won't be like the real thing.
No, it just won't be. And then you know what? The good part about this is it'll be healthier, right?
Yeah,
but why make vegan 곱창? So why?
It's more than just a fun food hack. It's actually part of a bigger lifestyle trend.
So I know that more and more people are going vegan,
yes.
Worldwide. Are Koreans also going vegan too?
Well, yes and no. It fits perfectly with the younger generation's focus on healthy home cooking. All this, vegan 곱창. And veganism or vegetarianism has to do with it. So yes, in that aspect.
So let's kind of zoom out then, okay? Veganism itself, what does that really mean in Korea?
So in Korea, the term vegetarian covers anyone who avoids meat, but the strictest form of that is vegan, which excludes all animal products, even honey. And it's actually not small in Korea anymore. By 2022, there were around 2 million vegans in the nation, which is about 4% of the population. And if you include flexitarians, or people who just reduce meat, it's closer to 2.5 million.
2 million? Mm-hmm. That's a big number.
That is.
Oh my gosh.
I actually think I might be flexitarian because I don't eat meat when I'm at home.
No, that's just... a lot of
that's
people...
just me?
That's just... it's hard to eat meat at home. Oh, no, you can. You can.
Yeah. But okay, that's the thing. I only eat meat when I go back to Daegu.
Mm-hmm. And also when we have 회식. We have 회식, we have samgyeopsal
yeah, but
all the time.
even when you have samgyeopsal, I usually don't eat it.
You didn't?
Yeah, I had the 닭볶음.
And that's not meat?
That is meat, but like I don't eat red meat so often.
Oh, okay, okay. All right. So again, going back to the vegan numbers here,
Yes.
2 million. It's a lot bigger than I thought. But why
Yes.
are people choosing? I mean, we have a number of people who are saying like there's people who chose to go maybe not vegan or vegetarian or choose not to eat red meat and things like that. But why are people choosing to be vegan?
So reasons vary: health, religion, ethics, even allergies. Some do it for the environment, others for animal welfare, and styles of vegetarianism differ, so it's a whole range.
So explain it for people who might be unfamiliar with veganism.
Yeah, sure. So vegans, as I mentioned, eat no animal products at all. Lacto-ovo-vegetarians eat dairy and eggs. Pescatarians add fish to that. Palatarians include chicken to that. And flexitarians simply cut back whenever they can. And so, yeah,
I'm an omnivore.
you eat everything.
I eat both. I eat everything that's moving.
Yeah.
So it's not just eating salad every day.
Exactly.
Then. Okay.
Yeah, that is the stereotype that vegans have. But in reality, Korean meals also already have tons of vegetables,
Yeah.
side dishes, banchan, soups, tofu, and even historically, Buddhist temple cuisines has been the heart of Korean vegetarian
Yeah.
culture for 1,500 years. So, even now, monks are the largest vegetarian community here in South Korea.
Yeah, and they're good. Some of the temple
Yeah,
food, real
I
good.
really like temple food.
And so some people are like, if I could be, just eat this and be vegetarian, they probably could. But Korean history also has a very strong meat culture too, though.
Yeah, so a lot changed during the Goryeo era. Meat was taboo under Buddhism back then, but when Mongol influence arrived, meat eating grew again. But, alongside that, temple food and vegetable-based dishes still thrived, and, that's why Korea today has a balance. Meat is loved, a lot of meat dishes are famous, but, vegetables are deeply ingrained to the diet as well.
So in a way, then, Koreans were flexitarians even before the word even was created,
Yeah,
right?
perfectly said. And, a lot of traditional Korean food is really easy to swap into vegetarian or vegan options.
Yeah.
It's just the way our ancestors ate.
So what foods are there?
Well, kimchi
Yes.
is really easy to make into a vegan version. Jeon or pancakes are almost primarily vegetable-based, like yachaejeon, dumplings, a lot of stews, and, of course, Korea's banchan, like namul, which is literally vegetable side dishes that can be made vegan.
Yeah, the only thing with kimchi is you have to be careful. Like vegan kimchi is when you don't use fish sauce.
Yes.
Right? And so you have to be a little bit, which, I mean, you could go without it. You could add some other stuff and still be able to make good kimchi. But yeah, there's a lot of options for Korean dishes. We're going to continue to talk about veganism in Korea. But first, let's take a listen to a song here from Norajo with Vegetable Yache. That was Norajo with Vegetable Yache. And as we're listening to the most vegetable song out there, Angela and I talking about
곱창,
곱창, 대창, which is like the large intestines,
Yeah.
which is so oily.
It's so greasy. It's so good.
It's so nutty. It is. I mean, it'll give you a heart attack.
I'm so hungry now.
Why are we talking about vegetables? Gopchang is killing it here. Let's talk about modern
Yes.
vegan culture in Korea.
So these days, veganism isn't seen as extreme or weird anymore so much as it was in the past. It's becoming actually mainstream in South Korea, a part of what we call value-based consumption. People feel they're helping the planet, animals, and their health all at once.
Is it mostly young people driving this?
You guessed it.
Okay.
Yeah. Surveys show that over 95% of MZ generation respondents have changed eating habits for the environment, like skipping meat once a week, trying out vegan restaurants, and, some avoid red meat except on special occasions. Others swap almond or oat milk for cow's milk. And so it's flexible and sustainable. It's not all or nothing. Yeah.
And companies are catching on this too.
Absolutely.
Okay.
The vegan market here has exploded. Market K reported vegan product sales growing 57% every 6 months for 3 years straight. It's not just salads anymore. It's almond milk, oat milk, vegan mayonnaise, plant-based ragu sauce, even desserts. And, convenience foods are also booming as well. Alternative meats made from soy or peas now make up 14% of vegan product sales.
So big companies are investing in this.
Yeah, basically. It shows that, Koreans are actually eating a lot of, vegetable, plant-based food that the big companies have to keep up with it. So, as I mentioned earlier, veganism is no longer niche. It's actually a profitable market as well.
How about this? Like, what are some other reasons people go vegan here in the country besides like the well-known, like the health, or I'm going to put asterisk on health, and I'm going to read a made-it-up comment, which I think I agree with you on that, or animal rights reasons.
So some people actually adopt veganism because of pets these days in
Yeah.
South Korea. Korea now has over 6 million pet-owning households, and many see pets as family, which makes the idea of mass livestock farming uncomfortable for some, so they reduce meat or go vegan. And others expand veganism beyond food, like by avoiding leather bags, cosmetics tested on animals, or anything linked to animal exploitation.
I just want to put it out there. You guys try horse meat? It is good. I just want to put it out there, right? I mean, we're talking about vegan. I'm going the opposite here. It's not just food.
Yes.
It seems like it's a lifestyle, Angela.
Yes, and one that makes people feel more connected. Some say that once they started vegan practices, even partially, they also became more careful with recycling or, even more empathetic to others. So it's about seeing your daily choices as linked to the bigger environment.
All right, there you have it. Again, it's a choice, and no one's going to force you to be vegan.
Yeah,
but,
it's a choice.
And sometimes it could be good for, health. You might have health reasons for why you go vegan.
I'm primarily because of health reasons.
Right, exactly. All right, Angela, thank you so much for your tidbit today. I'm sorry I made you hungrier, but I know where our next 회식 destination is going to be. Have a safe rest of your night. We'll see you again tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
And sending her out of the studio, let's take a listen to a song from Soran with ricotta cheese salad.
Coffee break. Today's tidbit.
All right, it's time for our weekdays coffee break. Today's tidbit, and joining us in the studio, the host of Coffee Break, today's tidbit, Angela. Angela, hello to you.
Hi, SJ.
Angela.
Yes.
Someone pitched out an idea. You and Eugene's, just two of you guys.
Sounds good.
It's gonna be like the most engine revving show ever. They're just gonna sit here for 2 hours talking about F1.
That would be fun.
Would it be?
Let's do it.
Oh my goodness.
No, it'd be fun for us. I don't know for the listeners, but
Oh my goodness.
Eugen and I would have fun. And if it's fun for us, then I guess it would be fun for the listeners.
Maybe. The first ever Korea F1 English show. That's not bad.
Yeah.
You know Onion Writer by any chance?
Like, I realize she's the writer for Iris's show.
Yeah.
I didn't know why she was called Onion, though.
I still don't know why she's called Onions. I think something with like Onni and then it turned into Onion and then, you know. But someone wants to see Onion Ange combo. I don't know what they would do, but...
The two of us.
Yes. What would you do?
We haven't talked too much, so I honestly wouldn't know, but yeah, I'm open to anything.
All right. Angela?
Yes.
What are we going to talk about today?
Have you ever bought a knockoff product before?
No, because it is illegal.
Is someone like... someone has a...
No, it's illegal. I don't know what you're talking about.
Seriously, never before in your
No, I
life.
bought knockoffs before. And
What did you buy?
I bought a watch.
Did you know it was a
Yeah,
knockoff?
I knew it was a knockoff.
Okay.
But it was stupid because I don't even wear it anymore.
So it was a luxury item.
Yeah, and it was like,
Yeah.
you know why it was a stupid idea?
Why?
Because the real one costs like $250,000.
Okay.
And I'm here driving a Kia, and they're like, that's not a real car. That's not a real watch.
That's not a real car.
No, that's a real car.
Your car's a knockoff.
No,
too.
my car's not a knockoff.
Yeah, but knockoffs are usually luxury items, and you'd expect someone to have bought one sometime in their life because we like luxury.
Yeah.
But get this, there's now fake K soju.
I've actually heard about this.
Really?
Yeah. I forgot when I think it was during Korea Now. I think maybe Grace talked about it in like Vietnam. There's like fake soju and stuff like that. But the thing is, why would you counterfeit something that's so affordable like soju though? Is the
That's
big
what
question.
I was thinking, but like it's happening. So
Okay.
soju has been riding the Korean wave thanks to K-pop and K-food. Blackpink's Rosé showed herself making somek on her YouTube channel,
Mm-hmm.
and exports started soaring. Last year, Korean alcohol exports hit $330 million, and soju made up the biggest share at 31%.
31.
Yeah.
That's a lot of bottles.
Yeah.
So how far has soju gone global?
As you mentioned, very far. L Company's fruit soju, which we briefly discussed
Oh, yeah,
yesterday,
yeah.
is sold in 50 countries, and its overseas sales grew over 20% a year recently. H Company is building its first overseas factory in Vietnam, aiming for 500 million bottles annually, and the industry is betting big on K soju.
But now knockoffs are following it around the world?
Yeah, so in places like China and Southeast Asia, you see cheap imitations of fruit soju. They look the same, but the Korean writing on the label is very poor quality.
Yeah.
But you'd have to look at it really closely to know it. And, sometimes they even steal brand names. Since they're made locally, they're cheaper than the real thing. So some people, opt for that.
But with stuff like this, do Korean companies do anything about this?
So they're focusing on premium branding. Instead of lowering prices to compete, they emphasize authenticity, quality, and originality. So in a way, knockoff means success. The demand is so big, people want to copy it.
I mean, okay,
Yeah.
I understand. Like, that's why people have knockoffs for like the C's and the L's and the G's and
Yes.
then, all the watches and stuff like that because everyone wants it. And if everyone wants soju, everyone wants, the fruity soju, then I guess knockoffs are almost kind of like their way of saying, you guys are so awesome.
And also, soju is like relatively cheap in Korea, but it can get expensive when it is exported.
So I heard.
Yeah.
So I heard. What was it? I think it was Forky who was saying yesterday, like in Germany, soju is so expensive.
Yeah,
like it's just too much.
My friend, she when she lived in New York, she said a bottle of green soju was $16.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
That's probably like then.
now it's even more, yeah.
Yeah. But it's not just soju though, right? I mean,
Yes.
K-food in general is exploding.
yes. So take 불닭볶음면, the famous fire noodles, very spicy, red packaging with a chicken breathing fire. It's very iconic in South Korea. But in China, you can find nearly identical knockoffs, same look but not the same taste. I prepared a photo of the knockoff. This is the knockoff. Can you spot where it's different? Because I thought this was the original for a moment.
Because of the label on the top, it says bingu,
Yeah.
binguni.
Yeah, that's the only thing actually that kind of gives it off.
Is it original bingune? No.
No.
Bingu. It says bingune. What's a
that's
bingune?
And the original is...
I believe he has a picture of the
Yeah.
original too. So guys, at the top it says bingu.
Yeah. So the character looks the same. The icon looks the same. The writings are the same, but
Oh, the original Samyang. That's
yes.
right.
So it's very minor details, and if you're not used to it, you wouldn't know that it's a knockoff.
I mean, yeah.
So the knockoff is less spicy than the actual product.
They should. I mean, at least make it similar to Samyang. Like put it like Samso or something like that, or
Samso 불닭볶음면.
Samso 핵 불닭볶음면. I don't know, but
And even seasonings like beef stock and Korean seaweed are copied as well. Like so authorities in Mongolia and China had to start cracking down because 불닭 and those seasonings have gotten so widespread.
this is going to be frustrating for Korean companies.
Yeah, definitely. So overseas online malls caught more than 800 fake Korean food products in just the first half of this year. And, sometimes it's not just packaging. They even set up entire factories to produce the counterfeit contents and the fake wrapping.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that sounds like the fake is as real as the real one.
Yeah,
then.
ironically. And it gets crazier. Sometimes foreign companies even register Korean trademarks before the original brand does. So that is shocking, isn't it?
No, it
I didn't know it was possible.
the thing is, it's like also because like small companies are doing this and you can't really track them down too. That's the other thing. I remember when they talked about this before, they even had like the soju and like the soju company was called like Arirang or something like that. Like it gets ridiculous. But again, I mean, let's talk about some of the other knockoffs too, because this is quite shocking.
So yeah, with K, like for example, C Company's PB Thing brand in Paraguay, someone else filed the trademark first for that brand, and last year alone there were more than 350 suspicious cases of people squatting on Korean food brands' names abroad. So this is
the ice cream.
no, the mandu,
Oh,
the dumplings.
Okay.
Yes.
So now they're not just copying. Sometimes they're actually trying to legally hijack the brand.
Yes, and with K-food exports hitting record highs, over $5 billion this year, the incentive is huge for the people who produce knockoffs, so it is a big problem.
So it's almost like K-culture is so popular, the world can't resist copying it.
Yeah, it's not only K-food, it's K-fashion, K-beauty as
Yeah.
well. It's all in demand, but along with the popularity comes a tidal wave of knockoffs. In just the first 5 months of this year, AI monitoring detected over 2.25 million fake Korean products online, and at this pace, it'll pass 5 million cases by the end of the year.
And what's the damage on that?
The estimated losses for Korean companies are nearly 500 billion won already this year. That's massive. And fashion is actually hit the hardest. Over half the fakes are bags and clothes from Korean designer bags, and beauty products are close behind.
There's fake K-beauty too?
Yeah, so from sunscreen to even sheet masks, one viral TikTok showed a fake J Beauty sunscreen that was so real looking that the only clue was the texture of the tube.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, so some influencers are now making videos teaching how to spot fake Korean K-product beauties. K-beauty has become so global and now has its own fake detection content.
I'm not going to lie. It's actually pretty impressive, but also at the same time, like it is kind of concerning.
Yes, and here's a fun fact. Sometimes fakes even copy the safety seal stickers. So the packaging actually looks more official than the original. But if you want to, differentiate it from the real one, just go onto the online site and look like what the actual product looks like and, don't get fooled.
Sometimes people, just because there's like a shiny sticker on it, they think it's authentic. But that too can be faked,
Yes.
right? All right, so we're going to continue to talk about this counterfeit items. But first, let's take a listen to a song from A-Pink's Chobom with Copycat. That was A-Pink's Chobom with Copycat. I really wish sometimes you guys could hear what goes on. And
Oh, no.
this is just...
No one can hear that.
That was... She just gave like the greatest burn in the history of burns to me, and I can't even share it because it's rated R. Oh my goodness. We've been discussing how the world is swimming now in K knockoffs.
Yeah, we discussed how, it's food, it's beauty, but it's not stopping there. Even Korean cigarettes are being copied.
They're not even that expensive.
Yeah, so KT&G's E brand is very popular overseas for its smooth taste.
Okay.
Can you guess what the
No,
brand is?
I have no idea.
Yeah, but in India, counterfeit factories popped up pretending to be KT&G India, and police found 20,000 packs of fakes, and that is actually just the tip of the iceberg. In Paraguay, authorities found warehouses with 300,000 packs of fake Korean cigarettes.
But I don't think Korea is known for cigarettes, are we? Like,
I don't know.
I just never understood. Why Korean tobacco, though?
Well, according to, the official authorities, local authorities, they say it because it's premium and pricey compared to the local brands. So people want the prestige, so counterfeiters jump in, but the quality is terrible, and consumers now share tips online on how to tell if your, cigarette pack is real or fake, like cosmetics we discussed earlier.
So no brand is safe then, whether it's like snacks, soju, even cigarettes, and of course handbags
Yes, pretty much. And the numbers are staggering. According to Korea's Intellectual Property Office, overseas distribution of fake Korean products rose nearly 20% last year. China and Southeast Asia account for 72% of these cases. In Vietnam alone, suspected trademark hijackings rose almost 300%.
So Angela, then how do companies fight back then?
So many big companies in Korea and Korean Ginseng Corporation have formed coalitions to monitor, sue, and shut down counterfeiters. And I mentioned the Korean Ginseng Corporation particularly because I have a photo prepared of the real ginseng product and the Vietnam counterfeit.
Okay, so we're going to show the picture here.
Yes, so...
on the top is the real.
Yes.
Bottom is the fake one from Vietnam.
You can't
You can't tell the difference.
You can't tell the difference. I actually like looked at this photo for a good 5 minutes it was really a game of spot the difference, but it's really hard to find the difference.
I mean...
Yeah, so...
What?
Yeah, it's so huge. So in Vietnam, authorities even carried out their first crackdown on the fake Korean red ginseng this year. Shops selling 고려 ginseng that wasn't real at all.
Again, I mean, red ginseng and ginseng is very popular.
Yeah.
It's a big premium stuff here in Korea. So what's the big picture here? Like, are we doomed to the world flooded with knockoffs then?
Well, not doomed. Don't be so pessimistic.
What?
But it is definitely challenged.
Angela, you wrote the word doomed.
Yeah, I know.
Anyways.
So companies and the government are working together by forming joint response teams, strengthening lawsuits, and launching consumer campaigns. For example, Korea's Agricultural Food Agency just started a campaign where overseas consumers can report suspected fake K-food online with photos and details, and participants can even win gift cards as a thank you for their participation. So, a lot of effort is being made to stop the counterfeits from spreading.
So consumers are basically joining in on the fight too.
Yes, and it's working. Fake goods are being reported more often, and awareness is rising. And at the same time, Korean companies emphasize why the original matters. Because of quality, taste, safety, and authenticity. And because at the end of the day, a fake spicy noodle just isn't good as a real one.
No, but think about it though. Like, it's one thing to wear it,
yeah,
but to consume a fake,
that's risky, right?
No, it really is.
Yeah, and it's not just about the logos, it's also about the trust, That's why protecting intellectual property has become such a big deal for K-brands. The more global the popularity, the more urgent it gets.
So the K-wave has two sides. You have the worldwide fame,
yes,
but also the worldwide fakes.
Yes, perfectly summed up. But here's the silver lining. If the world is copying you, it means you've made it.
Yeah.
So yeah, K-thing has K-food, K-whatever has really made it because nobody bothers to fake something unpopular. But just remember, stick to the real deal.
See, now this is good news for me because since I can't flex with like the C's. Actually, why would I wear a C? Like the L's and the G's and stuff like that. Instead, I'll be flexing some 6-year-old red ginseng, real ones. Would that be flexing? Because there's fakes out there.
Oh, maybe. I was just too caught on imagining you wearing C.
Why G-Dragon could do it, but I can't?
No, I was just imagining.
Usually carrying around the bag that my wife should be carrying around.
Flex. Drinking a real soju.
Oh, yeah, I will do that.
Yeah.
That's real flex right there. All right, Angela, thank you so much for this. Have a fantastic weekend, and we'll see you again next week.
See you next week.
And sending her out of the studio, let's take a listen to a song here from On and Off with Original.